stand together. I know. They say united we stand, divided we fall. If we not celebrate, we do it for you. Voila, you forget it. You from Lower County, you from Maryland. Voila, you from Rewa Cess. I'm a bad guy, we own your river. I walk on the fine way. La villa, I love Liberia. Oh yeah, yeah. Free land on liberty, Liberia. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I love Liberia. Oh yeah, yeah. They play for me and you, Liberia. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
I was raised in the slum, but I chilled with my guns. Kept it on the low, but we fought for the bones. True son of the sun, I'm a prince in my own. Never gonna lie, me, I love LIB. Even though it's far, when we show we can face it. It's not a prophecy, I know that we can rise again. Holding my hand, I hold in your own. United, we stand, divided, we fall. So that's what they say when I come with ball. When I chillin' on that side, and I get no bro. I got L to the O to the V and the E. If we fighting together, we can conquer this team. From the east to the west, then waving the flag from the north to the side. Yeah, I'm joining the team. You go where you pella, you lama, or crown. Who kill it? Who got shown?
I love Liberia, oh yeah, yeah. Free land on liberty, Liberia, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I love Liberia, oh yeah, yeah. They play for me and you, Liberia, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Mama was born, yeah. Papa was born, yeah. They hold us together, the honey born.
Holding my hand, holding your own. United we stand, divided we fall.
United we stand, divided we fall. So this is how we will build Liberia. If we stand united, we will certainly build Liberia. But being divided, and we don't hope to be divided, the best thing happening on radio at about this time is the program Open Conversation on ELBC 99.9. We would like to use this time to invite all of you listening, whatever means you're using to access this program. We'd like to say welcome, officially welcome to the weekend's edition of the program Open Conversation. Open Conversation is a 2-hour current affairs program that talks about the major happenings in the country and how we can be able to rebuild the fabric of the country. My name is Washington Prince Stopper Jr. and my host is
Titi Fuka Jibra. It's good to be back today
Yes,
on the show, and thank you so much for ably handling the show last evening. It's good we're back again.
exactly, and
Thank God it's Friday.
And I'm sure that you're strong.
Of course. I'm
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So trending issue. The program Open Conversation has a trend, and the trend is that we introduce our guests. We talk about the trending issues. We go to the lines and take a few calls, and then we get into the meat of the discussion after the discussion on trending issues. So let me get back to you, and you tell the Liberian people who's our guest for tonight.
Okay, so our prime guest this evening on Open Conversation is somebody you have listened to on this program, and there's a lot happening politically in the country. We expect that a lot should be happening because we are going to elections under 2 months. So a lot should be happening now, but maybe a whole way too lot is happening in the country. And we need to talk about that. And then so this evening we will play host to the former lawmaker, and now he's the deputy campaign manager for administration for the Coalition for Democratic Change. Mr. Garrison Yelu is our guest this evening. He's our prime guest on Open Conversation. There's a lot that has been happening in Nimba County of late. We want to talk about those issues. We always talk about how we all, as a people, as a nation, even though we're going to elections, the whole world is not falling apart. Liberia is not crumbling because we're going to elections. And so it's incumbent upon all of us to keep the peace. And so we'll be talking about Nimba County. This evening, we'll be talking about Liberia. We'll be talking about elections. So trending national issues we will be discussing this evening when he's in studio.
Exactly. When he's in studio, we talk about the issues that matter, particularly in Nimba County, the second vote-rich county in Liberia. So trending issues As we all may know today, that Liberia is bereaved by the passing of the former Chief Justice Henry Cooper, who died at JFK. Today, we want to say our condolences to the bereaved family. Liberia lost a son, a brain, one who has contributed, his own in his own way to the country. We extend our deepest condolences to the family. We lost the former Chief Justice.
Yeah, that's sad. That is sad. Like you said, our condolences to the families, and it is, life must go on. But it's a sad thing that somebody who contributed immensely to our country is no more.
Exactly. So after the suspension being placed on their political rallies and political campaigns, CDC has officially resumed, political activities. Particularly, the president is in Bapolu County, and today I was following the program. There was a huge and massive turnout. The people of Bapolu County, and I was listening to the acting city mayor. And when they call him up, he inspired me. He said, Mr. President, he took up a key. I hope you're following that program. He took up the key.
It's a tradition.
Yeah.
Tradition,
He said, Mr. President, I'm giving you this key. You now have the authority to open this county and close this county. So when you open this county, nobody opens. When you close this county, nobody closes the county. So it was a remarkable moment today, politically charged. The atmosphere was glamorous, and you saw the turnout of the people, very massive, and it tells you to what extent these political campaign periods are going to be very, very, very interesting. And the president goes to a county, pulls out the multiplicity of the people, and then the rest of the other people go. We see the difference. We see the difference. But campaign spirit have been reignited. Yes, in Bapolu County today. You saw it. Probably you have a say on that.
Of course, and you were talking about the acting city mayor, but what also grabbed my attention was that market woman, the head of the market women in Bapolu County. When she came up to speak, she was very excited that she had an opportunity to stand before the president of the nation, and she was out of words, and she didn't stop until she had her desire met. And I'm sure when she was speaking over there, all she wanted to do was to give the president a hug. And she made sure that she hugged the president.
Exactly.
And she was so excited, out of words, and said, Mr. President, you have given us a hospital. We're not going to, we're not ingrates. And so we're going to pay you back, Mr. President. That she said, I went to the hospital. I was like, I'm in America. I thought I was in America, because this place, we are so gratified that you can do this for Bapolu County. I heard somebody say this is the first time a president went to Bapolu County. I don't know how true that is, but I think it was the lawmaker who said that. It's the first time for a sitting president to go to Bapolu.
That means they've been abandoned.
I don't know how, but that is what a representative
If that is it.
said. And so I was like, wow, really? Is it true? Has, a sitting president not been to this county? That was, it sounded very strange. What we know is that, when the president went to be in Duru, that was when we heard that was the first time in the history of that
this country.
part of, that part of Nimba and River says that a sitting president will go to that, that far. So I was thinking, I said, really? But I haven't heard, such a thing like this. But like you said, the turnout was very, very impressive, and the people came out to tell the president and entourage that, yes, Mr. President, we are excited about what you're doing here. And they said to the president, Mr. President, somebody came up to speak and said, Mr. President, we know that you're bad road medicine. You are making, it possible, roads possible in Montserrat County and other counties, our county wants to benefit. And so when the campaign chairperson came up to speak, he says, we were in Bomi County. You have to leave from Bomi before you come to Bapolu. And promises were made by the president. And as long as the president is opening that road, that road comes all the way to Bapolu County. So you can be assured that, your wish is the president's command. All you need to do is to get out on October 10, go to the polls and vote, and then you can be assured that whatever you were asking for, you're going to have those things. So it was a wonderful turnout today in Bapolu County. And I hear, let's hear what you have.
Yes, it was a wonderful turnout. And today, unfortunately, we receive an information from the students, the medical students there, the AM Dougherty College of Nursing and Health Sciences and all of that experience, a kind of armed robbery attack at the facility. It poses a threat, to the learning facility. I listened to some of them when they spoke to the press. They said that was not the first time the armed robbery attack has happened. They have experienced it for at least 2 times now. And I think, the students there were frightened, and they are calling on the administration to ensure that the security is tied up. Like I listened to the other guy, he said, going to access the courses is very bucket. So I think they don't need to go on it. But, sometimes these people do these things. Nobody knows the armed robber will come on you and all of that. I've missed the security, surveillance. But armed robbers are just these kind of embarrassing people who embarrass, any other place. So what happened at the AM Dougherty College of Nursing, we want to extend our sympathy to those medical students who were affected, because I listened to some of them, like some things were stolen from some students, and they were attacked and they were affected. We want to say we sorry for that, and we're also hoping that it will get better. We're hoping that it will get better.
Yeah, it's incumbent upon the university authorities. I heard that last night and I was scared, because the thing about it is, if you are on the dumb, you are, far away from your family members. And if you are in school and then somebody comes with a gun and takes away, things from the students, that is very, very scary. And the UL authorities need to make sure that, that place is safe, because it's outside, of the capital. That whole place is bushy already. I thought I saw something on Facebook about them responding to that, but then what the man said, he couldn't take questions. He was not really taking questions from the journalist. He was saying that the UL authorities and the police will investigate, but they should be, if they had police there, UL police, is the police they're not able to take care of security, then they have to do something about it, because that is scary. People are very criminal minded now. If they go there the first time, they were able to get their way out or their way through, and they took valuables from the students, they will continue to go back there. So security has to be tight over there. It's very, very important, because those are, people, children, people, families who are spending their everything over there. It's very, very important.
Exactly. So I listened to the education minister spoke to VOA. He said one thing this morning. He said that the Liberian government is going to make a huge investment in the education sector with a term of $926 million for the next 5 years. That seems to be a massive improvement in the education. He spoke with James Bartlett, and he said some few things predicated upon the massive pass from the students. And he also eulogized the president free wax policy, free tuition policy, that will alleviate the students from being burdened and struggled about school fees and payment and all of that. So I think these are things that are bringing relief to the students and making them to study, because you don't have to be worried about, paying the wax fees. You don't have to be worried when you are when you are attending a government school to be worried about, these small fees and all of that. So you have a little more time to pay attention to your studies. And, I think what the minister said, these are things we want to hear. Minister Sonny, when he spoke today and he said all of that, how they are going to touch the education sector in the country, how they are going to improve the education sector in the country, building the human resource capacity of the people in the country, the students in the country, because the students of every nation are the future leaders. They are the ones going to take over the Ministry of Education, the presidency, the Ministry of Internal Affairs, Foreign Affairs, and all of that. So I think when the students are impacted and their minds are rehabilitated, they have good educational foundation and facilities. He spoke about books. He spoke about a lot of things that will improve the educational sector. Within the next 5 years, he said they're going to use $926 million to improve the education sector, and that is just awesome.
And I'm sure the people of Liberia who are listening now will say, okay, that's good news, because if you're using 900 million,
926.
900 million plus on education, then there's no need for the system to be rescued. Somebody will say that, because I hear that the last time the former vice president spoke, he said, we want to run this country because we want to make education free. Anybody who is in elementary to junior high, you will go to school free. But if the current government is already investing, got plans to invest such an amount of money, such a huge amount of money into education, with what they're doing already with education, then it stands out. Then it means that we will have our children will have good facilities. The universities will be far, far better than they even are today. So that's a plus, and that's some good news coming out of the Ministry of Education there. We also know today that we'll go back a little bit to the president, because the president, when he spoke this evening, he said something about, I will make it the last.
Okay.
Persecuting lawyers in this whole Gloria Musu-Scott case, calling for a change of venue. According to them, the case is being publicized. It's all in the media, and they believe that if people are discussing the case, it will have, it would temper with what is going to happen with justice and what have you. But defense lawyers have time to, because we know that next Monday this case is supposed to start by next Monday. So today is Friday. We'll hear what they're going to argue that, and whoever, whatever the judge says, then we'll know whether this case will be taken from Monrovia. But all of us, Monrovians' eyes are on this case. People want to know exactly the outcome of this case.
Exactly.
But again, persecuting lawyers want it to be outside, of the capital or outside Monrovia. Best the excuse is that we are poking into it. The media is at the center of it. Yes, but who doesn't want to know the outcome?
Who doesn't want to talk about such a case?
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. The police also, the police director had a press conference today.
Yeah, and
got it in-
yes, I got it here. And Colonel Patrick Sulu spoke about the police intervention in South Sudan. They have managed to send about 5 satisfied police officers in South Sudan to ensure that Liberia participate in the bringing peace to South Sudan. And he said something, and I listened to his press conference today. He said this is the first time since 1847. This is the first time since the generation of this country, since the independence of this country. This is the first time that the police has ever, gone on such, a national endeavor. But that is
international now.
International endeavor. I'm sorry, international endeavor. So that is a good stand, and we're looking forward to more of these things. We're looking forward to improving the police, the sector, that our national security. We are the mother of Africa, right? We're the mother of Africa. So it's good, and we appreciate the police for that. Honestly, yes.
It tells you that your police can be trusted if they can be, taken out of your country to go and serve in other places. Then it means that there is some level of what is the word?
Professionalism.
Yeah, that you can count on. So we don't have much time. It's 10 minutes to 8:30,
So you take-
and so we know that we have to take your calls. But I also want to talk about what the president said today. He took a sweep at the former ruling administration, mocking the Unity Party. Joseph Yumon Boakai, and he says that they are unable to even maintain. They want to rescue Liberia, but they are unable to maintain their party headquarters after being in state power or having held onto state power for 12 years. That's what he told the people of Bapolu County. How can somebody who wants to rescue you, a team of people who want to rescue you, not be able to maintain their own a single party headquarters? The last time Ambassador Boakai spoke, he was thanking when they had this Rick Marot, and then he went to the party headquarters to speak. Before he spoke, I was watching the program. He said, "Oh, I want to thank the people here, who helped us to get this place. The place was not even okay. We had to, in our own weak ways, we had to try to, but this place was given to us almost free. So we had to make sure that we can kind of renovate it." That is not a good signal of a party that was in power for 12 years, that squandered opportunities, and you can't even maintain a party headquarters. But then the president took a sweep at them this afternoon and this evening, and he was telling the people of Bapolu County that if somebody cannot maintain their own house, after you gave them an opportunity to serve this country for 12 years, and they had to be thrown out of the place where they were residing, and even to maintain a headquarters now, they have to be begging people for handouts to do that. Then it tells you what they're going to do if they are given an opportunity to come back to power.
That is we call it
Ricky.
with a political locomotion.
What is that?
Yeah, political locomotion. So that means the political party is locomoting from one place to another. So they left a political party's headquarters from Congo Town. Now they're on Broad Street. So tomorrow, now they've stayed 12 years, like the president said. 12 years of leadership. You understand? You cannot maintain a party headquarters to an extent where they will even have to invade you from the party headquarters. Now you go to another party headquarters on a rental,
You can't even maintain a place. People have to help you to get the place. It's not even up to standard.
The front of the place was adorned, and the back of the whole place is just left abandoned.
Yeah, it lies in ruins.
Yeah.
It's not. But again, it's sad that
The rescuers.
people who want to rescue people. And I see Isaac Ray on the line. He's trying to get to us. I hope you want to participate. You want to tell us a little bit of what's happening in Bapolu County. Isaac Ray is on the trip to Bapolu County. Mr. Ray, good evening.
Yeah, I've been monitoring you folks here in Bama and Bapolu. Bama, one of the 33 districts of Bapolu County. We just drove off Bapolu, where the brother had a late evening political engagement or rally with the citizens of Bapolu. The president and members of his campaign entourage will stay the night at Bapolu, the capital city of Bapolu County.
Okay.
And then early morning hours, they would drive to Bama to conclude Bapolu County campaign. The president drove to a rather strange route from Swemmeka, Copper Town, from Copper Town through Swemmeka. That is a route highly pliable by vehicles.
Is there any reason specifically for that?
Well, he wanted to go around and about the county. He didn't want to do it on a one-way traffic, coming to Sawmill or coming back to Toppenbrook, coming to Bapolu. So he wanted to go through Brewerville towards the Swam Mecca, where he had a very elaborate program in Cooper Town, and then he didn't come to Dilitwa or come to Clay. He went straight on to Sion Town and other towns, villages, and people were amazed that they saw the convoy and saw the president come their way. You know, how did these things happen for the president of Liberia to drive through the towns and villages? So it was a very slow movement of his convoy, stopping and waving and getting back on the vehicle and going through a very long stretch of road, maybe 3 hours, towards Bopolu City. Straight onto he got down in central Bopolu around the Jalalone Hospital, walked there, maybe 17 minutes walk from the Jalalone Hospital, then past the roundabout and walk to the stadium. The administration building was quite small for the number of persons that turned out. So he concluded, I just want to call actually to make a little small clarification.
Okay.
That the statement that we are the first president to come to Bapolo, if anybody said that, is a little incorrect.
Okay.
Madam, 2010, 2010, Madam Salif, you know, even walk. And she wanted to make road. There was no road going to the Bela Yara.
Okay.
You know, when the infamous, notorious Bela Yara that was holding political prisoners, she wanted to demolish it and turn it into something of a historical shrine. So she...
Okay, that's why I find it a little bit difficult to believe that. Also, that was the lawmaker who said that. So I was not, you know, convinced.
But we left Bopolu. The team left Bopolu and we arrived in Summit. Stop briefly. Summit is exuberant. Summit is alive tonight. You know, the street lights the president put up has given them very good illumination. So they are up and about. The cultural groups, the musical places are all filled with the city.
So let's talk a little bit about, I know you're in Summit and you is already alive tonight because the fact of the matter is...
Summit, we just arrived in the last 16 minutes of Summit, we drove, and we're not in Bama. Bama, another lively city.
Okay, you're spending the night in Bama, right?
We will be in Bama to serve early in the morning. The president will come here for engagement.
Okay.
I think there will be no stopovers in different towns, but the rally that will bring speakers
will take place in Bama.
Will take place in Bama, and the president goes to Tottenberg, where we also have a store. The women are waiting to see the president to say something about the last engagement of people, you know, having an uproar against the senator.
Okay, so the president goes back to Tottenberg before going to Grand Cape Mount County, right?
Yeah, but yes, you're correct. Okay. We will drive to Toppenberg and go to Clay and then from Clay on to the last time in bombing, the rubber belt, the commercial city of Bar. And there where the president will hold a last political rally in Bar. There are two bars. One before you go to Cape Town, one right after Cape Town. So there are Bar 1, Bar 2. But Bar 1 is at the Godfrey's Plantation.
Okay, Dr. Red, I have to leave you at that, but I just wanted to know about, you know, the turnout today and what are some of the things you heard from the people of Bapolu County. I'm sure people who are listening want to know exactly, you know, what those people were telling the president today, because that's what we're really talking about.
The people are always concerned about their roles, and they are concerned about the president. You've been doing some very good job in Monrovia with the sports park. Our children here would like to have these kind of facilities to recreate. And the president was saying, look, we have more to do. You know, we are 171 years. When I took over the 5 years, I had 176. I will do what I can do with the support of you people. And the president, he told the boy to swear. I didn't come here to campaign 2017. You didn't see me. My campaigners came, and then you gave me a very good number of votes. In Surinaka district, there were 17 precincts. You'll be amazed to know that we are 160 and the Unity Party won 1. So he said to them, that was quite a very exhaustive turnout or support for me. Well, are you seeing me? I didn't come through here. Now that I've come here doing my tour in 2020 and I come back to you, I want you to do it more so that I can play my part.
Great.
The turnout was good in Bopolu. You have seen the turnout. And Bopolu was one of the counties that went blue. for president. In the first round, the United Party narrowly beat the CDC in the first round of 2017. In the second round, the CDC managed to somersault or turn the results around and made Buffalo blue. So Buffalo went, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for filling us in this evening with that information. And we hope and know exactly that what happened, the Bapolu did not, overwhelmingly vote the president in the first round of the elections. But then in the second round, they overturned that and then they voted him overwhelmingly. And like Isaac was saying, I heard the president say today that, you did not see me the first time and then you voted for me. And now I've come back. I came back on the county tour to tell you thank you. Today I've come back. I know you still need a lot of, development in this county. So I've come to tell you that please, elect me for the second time, and then you will see that the development that has started in your county is going to continue. So who doesn't want,
exactly.
Who don't like better thing? So
everybody wants better thing. So the president's telling the people to reinstate him, and make sure that the continuation of the policy, the dream, the framework that he has created, be
that's the promise he's making. That I'm going to make sure that what I have started and even more is going to I'm going to continue to do more. Don't trust people who were in power for 12 years. They had an opportunity. They had huge salaries, because this whole thing about salary is just becoming an issue. But the president says people made a lot of money. They made thousands of dollars. They did not invest in their own country for 12 years. Now they're coming back to tell you that give us another opportunity. We're going to turn water into wine. And he encouraged
people had the best of salaries for the last 12 years. Like I told you, I said, when the country goes into civil unrest and the country resuscitates, there are international partners who will be interested in making sure that country becomes delivered financially,
And Liberia was no exception.
And Liberia was no exception. So those people who succeeded Liberia after the civil unrest has got a lot of international donors funds, and the number two man said they squandered the opportunities. Are you sure we're going to go to the line?
Yeah, let's just take 3 calls and then we bring in our guests. It's unfair to the people who are listening for us not to get at least their imports before we bring in our guests.
Exactly. So let's go to the lines and call the number 0880. Oh my God.
What did I do the last time that I am still doing
Very
again?
Good. Let's try it like that.
See. I'm not sure it's for me now.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Go ahead, sir. What's your name?
My name is Jeff Wawanto. I call from LP Kubaro.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Thank you very much for this show tonight. That the reason we can be telling people that they will vote in one round victory. 1 round will go to it. You can't see now, my brother, I lived in Bapolu for 3 years. 3 good years in Bapolu.
Are you calling in Bapolu?
No, I'm president intern here. I said I lived there before.
Oh, okay.
In Bapolu there. My brother, $3,000 you can buy intern for $50. We used to buy $250. $250 in Bapolu. Can't see now the hospital is there. See the release that the people receive there.
Certainly.
So I want to be telling you to have 1 round opposition. They will see it.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. What's your name and where you come from?
My name is Spring Solomon. I call from KTH tonight.
Go ahead, sir.
Well, let me say my thanks and appreciation that you go for hosting this program every evening. I'm a religious father of this program.
Okay.
And I don't want to have the President of the Republic of Liberia, one of the elaborate meeting today the basketball division at the SLA Sports Complex, where our national chairman gave our hope. And we are committed, we are vigorous in terms of supporting the President's first battle victory. And I just want to say thanks to all of you, and thanks to Big Brother Isaac Kaiser that is in Papua County tonight. Thanks for about that tonight.
Thank you very much. And we could take one more call, and we call in. call it up for the next section. We could just bring our guest and do we have any caller there? Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I am from Bonaventure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to use the opportunity to say, Mama John, we are the president. Thank too much for me today. You can live current. You can live current in a very look at 10 years, no current. They look at just we are for 5 years. Only for 5 years or months. We are using current here. We're using water. Before never day here, we can be online. Get the online job. We give them water to drink. Look at today now. Water is not working. They take the pay on time. I tell God there for Judge Ware. Number two again, the police. You know, we get no police now. We get no police when they graduate from police academy. So I want participate to do your own job. Good job you doing it because of what? The criminal, this situation in the area in Bolivia is stopped and all before. But now, what I'm going for police for participate. We need police when they drink. Let the police when they go play no get ID card. They walk in the uniform with the ID say the police. Where you go?
Sir, the police will work. The police will work.
Yes, sir. I agree with you. I didn't have no police anywhere. Patrick said got to work on that. I agree with you. Thank you.
The police will certainly work. The police will work on that.
Thank you.
The authority
will work on that. They
on
got no police anywhere. That thing it be so annoying, especially when you're driving in the night and late night, and then somebody stops you to the checkpoint, and you say, "What happened?" Then you ask that person, "Where is your ID card?" And they say, "I'm a police aide."
One of them was embarrassed the last time for that thing, and you say he called the police
I think
officer.
a lot of people have graduated. A lot of people that I see some police officers in green uniform at night. So I'm sure they
At night?
Yeah, they have that they just come.
Those ones, I think they were the ones who just graduated.
No, there were some there with green, and then they just graduated. Some again this on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That's
I'm
good.
sure they're gonna get rid of this
That's good. That's
police aid, because myself, it's very annoying.
It's
to me,
annoying. It's annoying.
Police
Very
aid
annoying.
thing that people use that to do certain
To do all kinds of
bad
things.
things. But again, welcome back. Our prime guest is already with us.
From the east to the west, north to the south, yeah, let's come together. I know. They say you're not there, we stand, if I there, we fall. If we not celebrate, we do it for you. Voila, you forget it. You from Lova Country, you from Maryland. Voila, you from Rewa Sessi. I'm a bad way on your river, I walk on the fine way. La villa, I love Liberia, oh yeah yeah. Free land on liberty, Liberia, oh yeah yeah. Oh yeah yeah. I love Liberia, oh yeah yeah. They play for me and you, Liberia, oh yeah yeah. Oh yeah yeah.
I was raised in the slum, but I chilled with my guns. Kept it on the low, but we fought for the bones. True son of the soil, I'm a prince in my own. Never gonna lie, me, I love LIB. Even though it's far, when we show we can face it. It's not a prophecy, I know that we can rise again. Holding my hand, I holding your own. United, we stand, divided, we fall. So that's what they say when I come with ball. When I chillin' on that side, and I get no bro. I got L to the O to the V and the E. If we fighting together, we can conquer this team. From the east to the west, then waving the flag from the north to the side. Yeah, that's joining the team. You go where you pella, you love my crown. Who kill it? Who got done?
I love Liberia, oh yeah yeah. Free land on liberty, Liberia.
I got L to the O to the V, L E. Oh, okay. Fine song there. This is Open Conversation, and we told you our guest this evening is the Deputy Campaign Manager for CDC and from Nima County. You the overall Deputy Campaign Manager, or you're squarely making sure that CDC grabs Nimba County. Anyway, let me leave it at that. You will answer that question, but welcome to Open Conversation, Honorable Garrison Yelu.
Thank you, Titi. It's always a pleasure being here, and I'm happy to be here again, though.
Okay. The last time you left, somebody heard that you were coming today. The person called me and said, "Oh, so Garrison Yelu is coming on your show." Eh? I said, "Yes." I said, "Why are you asking?" The person said, "Yeah, that I'm making Shake Prince Johnson and Bagaya." I said, "Oh, really?" The person said, "I will be listening." So we'll see whether that happens tonight. But welcome again to Open Conversation. I'd like to start asking you this question. What's happening in my county? Is it a fight for political, supremacy between Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Cohn of the MDR and the Unity Party and CDC Garrison Yelu? Is there a fight for supremacy?
I don't want to term it like that. What is happening, like I told you the last time, there's a way for change that is taking place in Nima. So it's just difficult for Senator Johnson to grapple with the change that is taking place in the county. Because you see, change coming is a process.
Okay.
And this process actually started in 2017 when Senator Johnson campaigned vigorously around NIMAT and he was able to produce, let's say, maybe 2 representatives. So
how many representatives he had before 2017?
Six.
He had 6 before 2017.
Yeah.
And then in 2017, he was only able to produce 2.
The 2, everything, Senator Cohn, all of the major parties did not put Kennedy against Senator Cohn in District 1. And District 4 had to go to court. So that was the beginning of the change in the county. Because honestly, in the past, Senator Johnson words in Nima used to be like a gospel. If he says A, that's A. And nobody dared to challenge his authority.
Not even you.
Oh, yeah, at the time.
Okay.
But there's a way for change. There's a new dispensation of leadership coming up in the county. And what we are doing is not about an individual, it's about the county having a lot of young people standing up and say, look, we have to rescue, we have to save the image of our county. Mind you, in 2020, the word rescue that people using all around here, it was a slogan that I launched in Nema for the 2020 election. And I said, rescue Nema. And
rescue Nimba.
Yeah.
Are you saying that this change you're talking about is sweeping Senator Johnson away?
Yeah, obviously. I know Senator Johnson well. Senator Johnson would not be calling the radio, crying with people's name when they are not posting serious threat to him. Obviously, when there's a serious threat to his authority and to a quote-unquote thing he boasts of godfathership, then it worries him a whole lot. And this is where we are. So you
believe there's a serious threat to that?
Obviously. The base have been, say, Chakla, maybe. And before then, I can tell you, Senator Johnson does not go from town to campaign. Maybe if he's going to bed again, he will just call the people. He's just saying that you're going today in Campley, everybody go to Campley, and then it's done. He does not pay their way, he care for anybody. When he speaks in Campley, he gone. But I'm telling you, Senator Saturday all go away from there, he got to go to Cali. From Cali, he drove to Lepula. From Lepula, he went to Zogbaple. From Zogbaple, he went to Sakoli. He went to Yoni, all the way to the border side. Then he came back to Campley.
These few days.
But
the man claimed to have fought for you people, and that is the reason why,
So saying he fought the war for us, obviously he should have sat in his comfort zone in Ganta or in Morovia, and then he get it on a silver platter, like he used to do before.
What has changed? What this new wave of change you're talking about? How is it, how have you been able to grab the attention of the people of Nimba County to just sway away from Senator Johnson like that?
I listened to Senator Johnson on OKS yesterday, and he said, in fact, it was Garrison that called the people and said they should not welcome me. So I said, really? You mean Senator Johnson saying Garrison, you call the people and say they should not welcome him? That means that maybe something is happening actually in Nimba. Because who is Garrison that will call the people and say, don't welcome Senator Johnson, the people will not go? And to the extent that most of the towns in Wednesday making go, let daughter come. Because in fact, the people don't call me Garrison in the area. They need to name the people know his door there. They make go, let daughter come.
So why are you chuckling the main defense?
The defense, because the senator should be very honest to the people of Nimba if he really wants the third term. That to tell the people, look, I failure for the 18 years, and I think I honestly deserve to come and beg you. You'll give me the last chance.
What do you mean? I hear you say the senator has to be honest if he wants a third term. Is his third term threatened now?
But we get rolling do just a few 2 days ago, the people in Pabli got him. We got people who endorsing him all across the county, and he is being received. People endorsing him. He went to District Number 5 and Johnson own backyard to the Ninquare Belt. He was there, or he was endorsed there. They put petition endorsing there. Into our river, all over the place over there. People doing the things around there for him.
Why are you doing what you're doing? Prince Johnson is a former rebel leader. Are you not afraid of him?
Going out those days. I may tell you, it takes one bullet to kill a man. Not two, one shot. So in life, people must stand up for a change.
And what is that change you're standing up for?
And even if it costs you to you be the sacrificial lamb for the change, be the sacrificial lamb. Because I have about 6 children from Nema. My children deserve to live a better life. My children need to live in a country where they will be respected, where when they have diversion of view, it will not mean that it's a death sentence for them.
I'm afraid for you, though.
I'm not afraid because I'm from Monyon.
What does that mean?
From one of the biggest Rocket Mountain, very powerful in Nema. So I'm not afraid.
Are you more powerful than Senator Johnson?
I'm more powerful because I get God. I get the true God.
God is not in a mountain.
I'm not talking about up the mountain. The man upstairs is the one who sits up the mountain. And I'm not talking about a God that somebody can come from here to go to Nigeria to renew power and come back. I'm talking about the God that make the heaven and earth. The only God.
Are you insinuating that Senator Johnson goes to Nigeria for powers?
I say I'm not serving a God that maybe somebody can go. So if you want to insinuate that way, then you can go ahead with it.
He might not be happy with you, though.
Well, Senator Johnson and myself, we don't have personal issues. The issue we have is policy difference. Yeah, and we talked to each other before then. We were cool. You know, during my confirmation, you saw Senator Johnson vigorously on the floor trying to lobby it with the police to confirm me.
He must be disappointed. He did that.
Because he knows, let me sincere, Senator Johnson never wanted me honestly to contest against him.
Oh, okay. So that's why he was excited that you got a job and then he will be free.
But then, you know, we have an understanding. And our understanding was that he said he never wanted me to be on the other side. We should all support the re-election bill of the president. You understand? So it was on that single agreement that I agreed that we were going to support him. And he deviated from it. Because you don't play with people like that. And today you follow some of us at the legislature and take my stand, I take it.
I hear you guys always saying, and that's the thing I keep hearing from Nimba, that Senator Johnson brought President George Weah to the people of Nimba County and say, you know, this is your son. Give him an opportunity. He cannot be the same person coming back now in the middle of the game to say, I'm going to change the game. I hear a lot of people saying that from Nimba County. Do you really believe that, you know, Nimba County is going to reject Senator Johnson this time around?
Well, today, in 2005, Senator Johnson won with almost 80%. In 2014, he got close to, I think in 2005, close to 100,000 votes. In 2014, the vote came to 37,000.
From 80 to 30.
Close to 100,000 to 37,000.
Wow.
So it means that his popularity started diminishing.
It's dwindling already, right?
Yeah. So the only thing he could have done, and he had been playing this game smartly. You know, Johnson will understand the political terrain. Once you know maybe there will be a runoff, and the people of Nema trying to lay on the other side, then he runs there and take the glory. Like 2017, no matter what you could have done in the runoff, the people were resolved to carry President Weah.
So he just used that as an opportunity.
Yeah.
And
even the time that Senator Johnson, the first mistake he ever made, it was in 2005. He knew that the runoff election, obviously the people were going towards Madam Selisa, you understand? And he went to the CDC, sir, and he defeated them in Nima.
Okay.
You understand? So from that time, 2011, he read the terrain.
Okay.
And then he took over that thing that, oh, I'm the godfather because he read the terrain. The same thing in 2017. So this time around, we don't want a situation that will have a run of where he will come back again and take the glory from our effort. So what we are doing is that to make sure to be meticulous enough, persistent, consistent in making sure we get the required vote. If we need 40% of the vote, 50% of the vote in Nima, we should make sure we get the 40% of the vote so that the president can win straight on one round. If he wins one round, nothing like godfather will be in Nima. We all will be at an equilibrium level.
And that's what
What I want is that every Nimbanian should be respected. They should be taken serious, and nobody should be boasting that they are so important by another Nimbanian. That's my revolution.
Do you think that's what Senator Johnson does?
Obviously, you listen to Senator Johnson. He say, "I'm the only rooster in Nimba when I crows, no man crows."
But he has joined the rescue team again, though. If what you're saying is anything to go by, then this should be the downfall of Senator Johnson.
So watch and see on October 10th. And you will call me right back here. Maybe I'll be in Nima because obviously I'll be going to my farm to start brushing my upland farm for 1 month. So I will be there consistently for 1 month.
You're going to Nimba for 1 month?
1 good month.
To campaign?
I will be there making sure that I will visit all of the areas they are passed. You know why I get a chance? I say, you go. You know, I mean, tell you, 2017, with this, you know, I started the thing, I tried in 2017.
What is that?
When Senator Johnson was campaigning against me in the Tua River aspect, Berkeley, he went Berkeley, he said all the things he wanted to say about me. I went there, I corrected it. He went Garpley, all the things he wanted to say about me, he said it. I went there, I corrected it.
Okay, so that's
and
what
all
you're
the towns that he passed in Tua River, I'm not talking about the south of the district, the pool that on Chicago is from, but the south we from. Where they say, oh, once Senator Johnny can't speak and finish. I mean, tell you.
So you're waiting for them when they
I
finish?
went there after they had passed all around there. All the towns in passed at the town, I got huge vote.
Okay, so you're going to do the same thing?
So right now, I'm just giving him a chance to do what he wants to do because perpetually, I will be there for 1 month, maybe 1 month, 10 days, 1 month, until the election. So as I sit here, when I was in Gamta and he arrived, I said, look, I know this senator. He survived through all the noise and this and that. Can you imagine Senator Johnson went to my hometown?
And that's where I'm coming. I really want to understand this. What is the real story behind the death of the young man believed to be an active supporter of the CDC? We're hearing that it is it's from your hometown that happened.
Yes, this boy, they call him Guamo. And the other name is Alosha G. Ban. So he's been my supporter since 2008. Real supporter.
Okay.
And it was just surprising to me. I heard that people said, oh, Guamo is dead. I said, what? And, you know, traditionally, when there's a situation in the town, the traditional people can try to resolve the problem. They have tried to politicize the whole thing.
Who they now?
I mean, the rescue team now, the Unity Party people.
Okay.
2 of his guys, one Adrian Corden and Alfonso Cotto, posted on Facebook that Unity parties now have been attacked and killed by sedition in Vangley. So, you know, for me, I deactivated my page some time ago. So, some of my guys brought a post to me and said, you read this post? I said, but I'm not on Facebook, I'm only on Messenger. I said, but they said something happened in your hometown.
You were not there?
No, I was here.
Okay.
So I was coming from town that day, so I decided to place a call in Vangley. I called the federal court with Vinton Dickley and said, oh yeah, you know, this guy who caused the trouble in 2018 that made the police to come to cause problem for Vangley is the same guy's son that hit this guy with rock last night, and then they took him to Sunnywood, and this morning he was pronounced dead.
What did they hit him with?
Rock. R-O-C-K. So they stoned him. So when he told me, I said, so I started a place call to know what was actually happening. So they were insanely. And when they heard it, because, they want to politicize everything and make Garrison to look bad. So they rushed to Vine to say, they said they killed one of our partisans here. So they brought elder brother, they want him next to call him Bassa. But I said, no, they meant they killed a Garrison supporter. The man, Garrison, just went to ball way playing in CDC t-shirt because he came to me, in fact, he said he wanted the blue t-shirt for CDC with President Weah picture and the Dodo Movement t-shirts with President Weah picture. The Dodo Movement t-shirt is blue and white. And the CDC t-shirt that they took there was completely blue. So he said he wanted two. Because he bore his son and named his son after me.
Okay.
You understand? So he always call me son. I said, Father, why you alone who want two t-shirts until I want two? The Dodo Movement one I want it. I'm not uniform there. One for the president. And our president. He said, son, even in the hole you go out there. So I said, well, he said, but son, this situation, I had problem with Uncle Kagon before and they put me in jail. I said, look, what happened in the past disregard? Let's look at the bigger picture. Now Uncle Kagon and myself, we are on the same side. We're supporting the president. So whatsoever thing that happened, that bargain be bargain. Disregard everything. So he said, but they gave me 3,000, I'm going to enjoy myself. I said, no, I get 3,000, I get 2,000. I went to the shop and started anybody and said, I told you, say they made my son. Anything you're asking for, you can give it to me. Like, see. So we just joke about it. So when I about to go to Wayplay, he said, I'm going with you. You see, I think they posted the picture, you saw him walking alongside with me on the road. So we went Wayplay, successfully we came from there. It was only yesterday that I listened to Senator Johnson telling the Liberian people that this man is a supporter of Unity Party.
The man who was killed?
Mm-hmm. So I listened again to Senator Kuhn this morning when I appeared on OKFN. He admitted that the boy who died, his mother got background from his Senator Kuhn mother home.
So they are all related?
Yes, he said, according to Senator Kuhn today, he said the man who they killed and the man who son killed, they are all related.
Is that true?
For me, I know that Bacchus is related to Senator Kuhn, but Senator Kuhn said on the radio.
Is the alleged killer? One of
his son.
Okay.
Bacchus' son killed.
Oh,
but Bacchus is the head for the MDR in Mahunta.
Okay, his son killed the CDC partisan.
The CDC partisan.
Is he related to the CDC partisan?
No, he's not related. They're from different quarter, and Guamo is from different. Guamo is actually from a grandma quarter.
Okay.
And Bacchus then from one quarter called Zogone.
Okay.
So they're complete two different quarters.
Okay.
But according to Senator Kuhn, he said they got some background, some relationship. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know the relationship he's talking about.
Okay.
And I'm not going to doubt it. What is important to me is that he tried to misinterpret the Liberian, or misinform the Liberian people in saying that Bacchus' son had been a supporter. No. Bacchus and his son, they took arm in and fired a gun in Vine in 2018, and they say the town people were chasing them. So I know them well. They have never, the particular Bacchus and his son, they have never supported me from 2011 to now.
So the real story is that those who killed what is his name? Aloysius are from the Unity Party.
Honestly.
And they are related to Jeremiah Cohn, Senator. Okay. You guys sign up to the Farmington Declaration, right? All the parties sign up to the Farmington Declaration. And with all of what's, coming up, why are we seeing all of this happening?
Titi, let us be honest with each other. Liberia is bigger than every one of us here. And in politics, I have my right to support who I want to support.
Sure.
You have your right. So it can't be because I'm not supporting your camp that I tend to be antagonist. Yeah? If you look at the list, you got 5 running mates coming from Nema. 5. Not just Senator Kuhn. You got 3 standard bearers coming from Nema. If you are a nephew who happen to be Senator or President Weah, they mean you have 4 standard bearers coming from Nema. Because since the argument is that Senator Kuhn's mother is from Nima, then my argument too is that Ambassador President Dr. George Mano, where mother too is from Double Star, Nima County. You get what I'm saying? So he too is a nephew of Nima. So if we are counting nephew, then I can tell you safely that we have 4 standard barrack running from Nima and 5 running mate coming from Nima. So people who are saying, oh, your Nima, we also go beyond 1 person. So how about the other 4 running mate? Are they not Nibani? I can't take it. Let's be sincere with each other here. You see where we're saying these people, it's only about their own interest. It's not about the county. Because you get 5. There have been no consensus reached in Nima to say all of the 5 we carry this 1 person. We have met in San Koda, we met in this place, and we all agree to carry 1 person.
So everybody fighting for themselves.
So what
But do you
the
see
issue?
this, escalating into something bigger?
No, but it's unfair.
I agree that
my-
nobody should die because
Yeah,
they
nobody
don't
should die.
support
No,
another party.
not just that.
Uh-huh.
Not just that, Titi. We should be very, very respectful to each other. And
For everyone's view.
yeah,
According to the family agreement.
according to the family agreement, when I'm contesting and when I'm supporting President Weah and you supporting your unity party, I will be telling the Nima people the records that I'm supporting Ambassador Weah on. You will be telling the people why you want Ambassador Bwaka to win. So it should not be an issue. It's the first time that it is so funny that I'm not on the ballot paper. But every time you listen to Senator Johnson, they're garrison. Just this shamefully, the senator told us that I was in Nima, I was playing music loud. And today, God, being God, Senator Kuhn called and said, no, it was not true. It's true is that Honorable Kagon was in my hometown, but he was sleeping. Nobody even knew what was happening.
Okay, we have a clip from a discussion between Senator Johnson and Representative Kago that we're going to play. But before we play that, I was asking you whether this thing is not going to escalate. And
we will not, Titi. I mean to show the Liberian people. When you're in the bathroom and someone just kind of jerk your clothes and start running, and you get outside naked, they will take, and people will get a different perception.
Yeah.
We are in the driver's seat. We are in the driver's seat. And I can safely say to you, with the way for change that is taking place in Nima, with the way the people are responding and doing things, I can safely say to you, the new leaders, I don't say leader, I say leaders, young people coming together in the interest of their country will survive over an individual. You get what I'm saying? The people of Nima will survive over an individual. Look,
what will be your message if you have a message for the elders in Nima County? What will be that message?
you know, my message is to campaign and campaign and campaign for President Weah.
As it relates to the violence.
All of violence.
Okay.
Senator Johnson went to my hometown after even the killing. You know how many calls came? I told the people, nobody should even insult him. Just let him do anything he wants to do and go back in peace. He went quietly. He came back and passed in the town. People who know Vingley, they know Vingley, that very hard hitter. But one good thing God did, they can listen to me. When I told him I don't want any situation there. Just let him go. Let him do whatsoever he wants to do in the town. He will go back. The
Okay.
town will live for us.
Great. You wanted to put you in any situation you can handle. I understand that. But let me play this clip and then I want to hear your view on that. The discussion between Senator Johnson and Representative Kago. I want to hear what you make of that, interaction.
You are in
Let's hear
the
it.
meeting you had was last night. You are on a straight order from Joe Schrader to kill me in the country. They attacked my family, they wounded most of them in the car.
I had meeting last night. That one.
You were there, somebody came in Bofia place, the person came straight in the middle. The meeting you had, the home minister will call now. Will you please give me a chance?
But where I have a meeting?
Your attacker, you told them not to even receive us.
Where I have a meeting? Where the home minister have a meeting?
I never talked bad about you.
Where the home minister have a meeting?
You attacked me.
No, why you attack me?
you attacking me. I don't know you, Babe. But you attacking me. All my radio talk show, everything I've been doing. I've been saying, they made up my part. But just continue to attack me, Babe. That's why we fight my battle.
You order your people to attack me, I will pay back. God bless you.
No problem. No problem. Pay back. Pay back. No problem.
I will stop people on your. I will stop people on your. You are in Wesley. The meeting you had was last night. You are on a straight order from Joe to kill me in the country. They attack. Listen, they attack my family. They wound them most of them in the car.
I had meeting last night. That one.
You were there. Somebody came in Buffalo place. The person came straight in the middle. The meeting you had, the owner said you will call now. Will you please give me a chance?
But where I have a meeting?
Your attacker, you told them not to even receive us.
Where I have a meeting? Where the old man said I have a meeting?
I never talk bad about you.
Where the old man said I have a meeting?
You attack me.
No, you attacking me. I don't know you, Babe. But you attacking me. All my radio talk show, everything I've been doing. I've been saying, they made up my part. But just continue to attack me, Babe. That's why we fight my battle.
You order your people to attack me, I will pay back. God bless you.
No problem. No problem. Pay back. Pay back. No problem.
I will stop people on your. I will stop people on your.
Okay, the language he used, there was not, we had to do it that way because that is not a good language for the radio. But he was clearly heard saying that,
Titi.
yeah.
What you're talking about violence?
No, Titi. This is a pastor, and it like when you are not on radio, you have to let the people to understand the language used by this senator, this man of God.
Of course.
No. It's unfair that you will play the recording halfway. Complete the recording. It's not you. You have the recording completed because there's something he said. And I think the
public language.
So
we can allow the radio to carry that.
No, it's important.
No,
you have it.
The fact of the matter,
you have a pastor who is using God's name, blaspheming, and you say you will not play the language. Look, if you go to court and you on the witness stand, you say the person did this to me, they will say what the person say. You got to say it verbatim. So there's a message. If you listen to CNN, when people use a word, they go and they pay it.
No, it's not
so
like that.
You have your radio. Let's go to the issue.
Yeah, my thing is, listen to Senator Johnson. Senator Johnson claimed that he's been attacked by Representative Cargo. We're talking about violence here.
So he provoked. Let me tell you. According to the information coming from Borway Play, Senator Johnson arrives in Borway Play. The people receive him. The women went there by the dancing with him. They took him to the town hall. You understand? The township welcomed him. They gave him cola as a common tradition. And after that, it was Senator Johnson time to speak. He said, Cargo never had a horse for himself. He made some Cargo to ride, to live in good horse. And Cargo should understand that anybody that goes against him can die. And he will die in car accident.
That was what Senator Johnson said. It's why speaking to the people.
That what provoked the whole situation.
And what happened?
And the people got very sick, but then leave our town hall to go.
Was it in the
town Borway Play?
Okay.
Look, let me sincere. Not because you go to Garrison home and insult, and after they post your leave here, all the people will not take it. You don't go to somebody home and say the potential will die.
So the people got angry.
They get angry.
What did they do to him?
They told him to leave. And he got started throwing stone on the people's houses. So they put out to retaliate. The people were responding to the stone that they were throwing at the people's homes in Borway Play. You can go in Borway Play and ask the people. The first thing you need to understand, if the people never wanted Senator Johnson to campaign, why they did receive him, George Day took him to the town hall.
So his comments made them push him.
The comment, because if the first thing, they would have closed the town hall for him and say, you're not into our town hall. You're not forced to go there. You're going to stand outside and talk. The fact that the people opened the town hall and you went there, it means the people received you, isn't so? So you should focus on your message. And I think this campaign should all be based on the message you have to convince the people. More of attacking people.
Do you think the senator is losing it?
I see no reason that you will go to Borway play in Kompuka. And you know the funny thing they did? They went the computer war now, my sister. They when they prepare some of them posters, post in the Johnson picture, put on Kakon picture, and they put it on the wall in Borway play. To make it look that on Kakon is campaigning using his picture. But my argument today is that if Kakon want to campaign anywhere using the Johnson picture will not be in Borway play because at his hometown, he does not need to put picture up there. Obviously, he will win the vote there. You getting my point? So, you see, the calculation was wrong. And you know when you want to do some things that are not good, and you're not fast thinker, you can entrap yourself. Because what the essence of Senator John or Representative Kagon, Kevin, Senator John, they picture in your hometown. Because obviously in your hometown, he will get the vote there. The place we're talking about, ball like his chiefdom. Obviously in Lima, or Kagon chiefdom.
Okay. So what I want to know is that the people told Senator Johnson to leave because he was threatening to kill their son.
The statement he made there, Betten, was that Bendy Batua try me, he died. The other person try me, he died. And your son is trying me. He will die in car accident. Nobody try me and put more for me or go against me and live to tell the story.
You heard that and you're not afraid, right?
But we've been doing the thing for a long time. I still live in Saint Uncle.
So then what, what necessitated the call between Senator Johnson and
But you don't know Senator Johnson tricks? When he finished with that kind of thing, he will call you.
Really?
Yeah, he will call you to provoke you. When you finish, even if you go somewhere to Bible, you will call you on the phone, start laughing. Hey, I want you on time today, oh? You don't need to me? You always try to provoke you.
Is Senator Johnson losing it?
Titi, I told you since 2005, and I've been following Senator Johnson politics in Nema. This is the first time to see Senator Johnson going to one of the towns and going, sleeping in some of the towns that he's sleeping now to campaign.
I say I was afraid for you. You say you're not afraid, right? But listening to the conversation between Senator Johnson and Representative Kago, I've been trying to get him, for the past.
Yeah, because he was somewhere in Berkeley yesterday for the Flair Day, and we got a signal problem in Berkeley, so maybe that's why you are not able to get to him. But maybe tomorrow or Sunday he will be to coverage area. But
what is he saying about this? Is he afraid?
He's not afraid. The man is campaigning. The boy is campaigning. So why the honorable man will be afraid? The honorable man is doing his campaign.
But moving. He has threatened him, though.
So the only thing what God can do, God can get a way to expose people evil deeds. If you listen, you say, I will set men.
You say, I will send people on you.
So then you got to now do some reasoning and say maybe that the same situation that happened in Vineley, because he was just insanely when the thing happened in Vineley on Sunday. So obviously, the same way he said he would set foot on Chicago, he did that for the people to say, oh, Garrison is not in control of your hometown. So you'll do this in his hometown.
So and the killing that was in that took place in your hometown, was Senator Johnson there when it happened?
It wasn't. He was around there. He was around not in my hometown, but he was around the zone
when it happened.
When it happened.
So you believe that he?
But the man is on record telling he will set people up to do harm to people. He had always said that I will cargo myself together. So if he is brave to say he will set me up on Chicago, then have a Garrison who is leading the force.
Mr.
Yeah.
So this issue about Senator Johnson, we are talking about the Nimba people. I want you to give me a clear description of who a Nimba man is. Who is a Nimba man?
The true Nimba man is the one who respects his people, the one who feels accountable to his people, not the one who curses his people, not the one who insults his people. The true Nimba man is the one who loves the country, who gave back to the country, who does not take.
That's the attitude of it.
Yeah,
true Nimba man.
True Nimba man. So you don't take away from the people, you give to them. When you are in leadership in Nimba, look, let me tell you, we get a parable in Nimba, say the man give you leadership, you don't take it more from him. So when your man give you the leadership, you expect the man to criticize you, to say anything he want to say to you. You get
because you work for him.
Because you work for him. So when you're in leadership, you get a very thick skin. When your skin is thin, then he should not be in
Do
leadership.
you think Senator Johnson doesn't have that thick
Because
skin?
he's not. He's not.
He gets furious whenever people criticize him.
Every time people talk about President, we are in the county. Look, he sent me a text message. Why are you crying more than the bereaved? In the Southeast, association, you are going in the Southeast to campaign and you get any data in your hand. You understand? That they don't love Senator or President. We are there. You are crying all around the place. You just campaigning. You don't want to sit down in Morovia. You just in the bush. You on motorbike. You doing this. You doing that.
It seems to be monitoring your activities.
Well, anybody who want to monitor my activity, I mean, you don't have a
Well, like you are more of a threat to Senator Johnson. It's just from the way we see things, you are more of a threat.
You know why? When we started building our movement in 2008, we started from 5,000 membership, and now we are around 40,000 in all across the Nema, the Dodo movement. So we build relationship, we build companionship.
Is that the strategy you use to bring Senator Johnson down?
No, we build comradeship. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we gave to the people, we maintain the group. When Senator Johnson was using everything he get, and you're taking from the county, the 479,000, the 250,000 for which you interviewed Senator Groupie and he confirmed it to build it on his school instead of giving it to the Nimba people, we were giving back to the Nimba people.
Are you saying that the money that was used to build the school that Senator Johnson runs is the Nimba people money?
Yes.
So what are the facts to that?
Titi?
Present.
We listened to Akim Senator Johnson try to argue that they were here again. And I asked him a simple question, and you ask him again, Senator, can you name to us those towns or villages you have your project of the money, the 250,000? In the House of Representatives, you know you were at the time at the legislature. They gave out the first money I gave out, I think around 40,000. We built a market hall in Vingley. The second was around 60,000. I built a clinic in Sloyola. So you see it? The senator, then the two senators Nima received 400 and some more thousand each. The second time, the first time, 250,000. I know Groupie built the elders compound in Campley. He built schools, he built clinics, he did a lot of projects around Nima. Can this senator come and tell us exactly where he has a project?
So he used the money for the Nimba people to build his own school.
Private school.
That is taking money from the people now.
And then his school is the most expensive school in Nimba. The children, they pay $8 per credit hour.
This seems to be something that has, a character issue on a true Nimba person. That's why I asked you the question to describe a true Nimba person for me. Now, the attitude of the senator. This is the senator who went on the national radio and said all kinds of things about the former vice president. He said blah blah blah, and how the man has a pacemaker and this and that and that and this. The reason I asked you the question, how do you see the attitude of Senator Prince Johnson? Does he really have the character of a Nimba person, like you described a Nimba person to me? Do you see such a character in that senator? Because the last time he was with the president, the other time again he with Mr. Barker. Tomorrow again we know where he going. What kind of Nimba person is that senator?
You know what the people are saying? I say they tire. Every year you bring the person, you say the next year you say the person not good. Even with the representative issue. You getting what I'm saying? I think the best thing I could have done for you is to give you the attribute and characteristic of the Nimbani. And I have given you that. So it is now in your judgment to decide whether those elements listed are found in Senator Johnson. Because you know why the Nimbanis are standing up now to Senator Johnson? Because we have to save the image of the county. Look, before you come, let me tell you one thing. If we don't do what we are doing now, nobody will ever trust us again.
You think so?
Yes.
Do you think?
You can't carry somebody 5 and almost 6 years at the dying time. You let that person down. Tomorrow, you laughing with it today. But human being not foolish. They watch him,
judging him from
not just Nimba librarians are watching Nimbani. What action will do, what action will take.
Do you think they're going to take action against
we're not going to take any physical action more than expressing ourselves at the ballot box.
That's an action.
To give a resounding victory to CDC for the president re-election in the first round. That's our action. And that action will tell the Liberian people that the way you perceive Nimba to be, it is not Nimba.
But this is not Senator Johnson
people.
alone.
We are people that appreciate good from people.
Yeah, because the reason why she was
I
coming
just want
in.
to do a follow up to that question because it also hinges on what Senator Cohn has done
Exactly.
to the former vice president who he claims to support today. There is a recording where he described, the former vice president in a way that you wouldn't believe. Having listened to him, you wouldn't believe that he would be a running mate to the former vice president. He says the man's brain is going down.
And brain will deteriorate in
At
2023.
his age, he said there is no way he can support former Vice President Joseph Boakai in 2023. The reason why he supported him in 2017, it was because at least at that time, he had the strength and he could lead the country for 6 years. And the former vice president, told him that he just wanted one term. And he believed him because he knew that after the first term in 2023, he would not have that physical capability to lead the country. And so 2023, nothing, no way. He assumed that in 2023, the former vice president would be wearing Pampers like his father is doing. So he's on tip for saying all of those things, against the former vice president who is his running mate today. So when Washington asks about, who a true Nimba person is, and you talk about what Senator Johnson has been doing and deceiving the Nimbayans, and they're not going to take that anymore. How are they perceiving
These people,
Senator Cohn?
Thank you. Senator Kuhn is the best evidence. He had already described the present Ambassador Boakai is. You understand? Mm-hmm. So the Liberian people should know they should be wise enough. I said, look there is no case for the election. The man who you think who is the running mate to the former vice president is saying all of these things. What else there again for someone to go say? If I enter Nima,
resonating with the Nibayan?
if I enter Nima, I will just put on big speaker and say you're listening to this, and then I'll analyze it for the people. There's not
that's going to be a campaign trail.
there's not me saying, hey, there's a man who is running, who is going as a vice running mate to Ambassador Boakai.
So why do you think Senator Cohn is doing what he's doing then, having described the former vice president in such a formal manner?
To work with him again.
Well,
Can you speak to the mic, please?
Senator Kuhn spoke his heart.
Okay.
And this is where the Liberian people gotta be honest. Because tomorrow you say, look, I told you the person he is. You still went ahead to give him power. You get what I'm saying? Don't blame him because I told you. So I think it's a very good message that we all have heard. The writing is clear. We have heard from the horse's mouth. So Nima County is not of that characteristic. We are a decent county and generous county, hospitable county, and there's nowhere you go in Liberia that people will receive you more than Nima County.
And we're speaking against.
Yeah, so when I'm telling you that in Nima, the people in Nima, they are very good people.
The last time you were here, you said CDC is going to get what % of the vote in Nimba?
I told you, we are doing all because our target is to win the election first round. And if we are to win this election first round, then we don't need to go anything below 40% of the vote in Nima.
So you're aiming for 40% of the votes?
Minimum. Maximum.
Minimum for
Minimum 40.
And,
But right now, we are seated pretty good. And I can tell you, nobody will win CDC in District 3, District 4, District 6, part of District 7, and right now the place we're going to focus more is District 5.
Why? Who is in District 7?
District 7, currently is, what the guy named Roger Doma.
Okay.
But I was a part of District 7 because you have Honorable Wadi Sewa Dona coming from the other aspect, the Geo aspect in Ban and other areas there.
Okay.
And we also have somebody from the PUP or Mr. William down there. So there are a lot of people who are supporting the president equally when they have their own followers get good number there.
Why are you focused on 5?
Yeah, District 5 because honestly, it's Senator Johnson in Onrokoga district. Okay. And my information is that the Onrokoga have gone to the district a few times been campaigning for Unity Party. Okay. So since I have a strong support base in District 5 and I already have a structure there, I can tell you what we're going to do is that to go
and divide the votes.
Activate our activity there and get our guys moving all around. Look, I mean, tell you, I'm not boasting, but I think you're listening to the very on Rokoga before on Spoon. He said, on Yulu, it's just someone the people love. Maybe that's something that God blessed me with. People will say things, but once I get there, the story can change. I will be going to District 5, and trust me, the 5 days I'm going for in District 5, I will patrol all around in District 5. I will be there with William Duo, will be there with Ronkagon, will be there with Wadi Sewadona, and a lot of great men.
And you have the human attraction, and that is what gravitating the people to you. Before Titi comes in, you've been in Nimba County over the week. You told us that you were spending the next 1 month.
I said I'm going there for 1 month.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now, you've been in Nimba County. You've been following the campaign trail of the Unity Party in partnership with the MDR in Nimba County. What is the message are they giving the people? Is it the same? I fought war. What's the message? What are they telling the people? What are they telling the people? What have you heard?
Apart from saying that he fought war, he didn't say they get garrison. You do money to come for me.
They're telling the people anything that will convince them from seeing the reality in Nimba County to convince them.
Call your reporter on radio car when they are in studio. So insult. When they appear on radio car, so insult. They will insult me from the start of their program to the end of their program. Tomorrow they will be on the radio station.
Maybe that's
he seems to be a threat.
So everything about for me, it's not about threat. You know what?
You seem to be a great threat to Senator Johnson.
I'm not alone.
How are you playing this thing out?
I'm not alone.
You seem to be a threat to the
senator. There are young people that are working with us.
The idea came from you.
No, we are working together as a team. Stop dating about the idea came from the person. No, when you get people putting ideas together, then they achieve their goal. But a single man idea is hard. But you know why we are succeeding now? Mm-hmm. Because our brothers from the Manon side, our brothers from the Gio side, the Mandinkos, the B, the Pele, the Bab, everybody, we putting ideas together to make sure that we don't allow the evil child to be born in our country.
Let's go to the line.
So let's go to the lines. The numbers are 0880-514-096, 0880-514-096 are the numbers. Our special studio guest is Honorable Garrison Lilu. Let's talk to our callers. Good evening. Go ahead.
My name is Mr. from Cali and I come from the city. Always honorable. But I was saying, always have lost the literary council with the Nima politician. They used to always say the courthouse, is now a courthouse. Then he said when they were doing that, the owner of the show, and so then I would go over the people that get me part of my brother, like the boy I changed our family. You know, pastor, you said, and I think they were saying to be. You have to say all your body. All people to hear the
No. Ethically, we can't.
Ethically, we not do that. Good evening.
Good evening, and Washington, and good evening to Sister.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Washington, thank you. Let me say thank you to Honorable Garrison Yellow. And what Honorable Yellow is saying is true, because our group is there. We have one round territory is there, and we went there, and some places we were going, it was just like, oh, your leader team, our children are here already. So I can tell you, I just started around Senator Johnson area. He has spent almost a month out of Montserrat, and it had never happened in the history of Senator Johnson. He would just stay here and call his people, say that do the thing and do it. But this time around, what Senator Johnson is in that country through all the lives, and that means they speak following that. Yes, indeed, our one after will be show. Let me say thank you.
I'm telling you, man. Good evening.
What is it?
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where you come from?
Well, my name is Frank Samuel, and I call from PTK.
Go ahead.
Well, let me first say thank you to my big brother and the former representative of Nima County in President one of our conversations. You know, first day is a moment in Nima County. You know, my mother here from Nima, that's why I'm primary support for mother here from Nima County. I'm a grandkid mother from Nima, and I'm trying to put ourselves together to go and better the president. Like we all have a sick in Nima County, and it's not going to be reduced to the level of one person. That everyone for particular individual who only get bored of killing somebody because you kill somebody you said the rest of the time in Nima County as hell in Nima County. And this is a time that we do very careful, a little different, and see what we do in change the way of county follow. It's not a personal self-development or personal academics that do want to put himself because he said he gets somebody so you go up to me.
Okay.
So we are saying we all got that first background and we need to move in the country forward. So I feel that you keep a request and we'll support you. And mind you, we want to know
Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much. We'll just leave you there. Good evening.
thank you very much. Good evening.
They keep listening to the monitors. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir. What's your name and where you come from? Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, you know, actually, we are doing hello?
Sir, you're live. Go ahead. I don't think you're ready. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name? Where you come from?
Yeah, good evening, Madam City Jiro, and good evening to the Conscious Man Liberian. My name is Abraham Politic of Moses City, and I call from the headquarters of the Veterans Bureau and the most talk about the Island this evening. Thank you for inviting one of Liberia's finest son of the sun from Nima County, Anthony Ngazi Yerit. You know, a short relationship with President George Manuel, I think the eyes of the Madian has opened. Senator Johnson, with all of the benefits he benefited from the regime, in fact, been ungrateful to Excellency President George Manuel. And in the USA, the Lima Palace on Senator Johnson, people, lawmaker, was still against it for that kind of be a recognize, but we, President George Manuel, work with the legislature, ensuring that today, Senator Johnson was the benefit of the president, but thank God, and to the government, you open the eye, the little things, and get it for President George Manuel, doing good to some, and call it upon the matter. Man, make a put us a we are like a book, like a put us a you. I'm taking a thing about President George Manuel, ensuring that again, two government, he will make this. He is not,
I mean, you translate that thing, you don't feel.
Thank you. Yeah, I've not heard this since I've been doing journalism, but that's a good one. Thank you for communicating with your people. Thank you. That's a good one.
Good evening.
You were interpreting me.
Good evening.
How are you?
We're fine. So, what's your name?
How are you?
Hello.
Hello?
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Seem not to be ready. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, sir. What's your name? Where you come from?
My name is Jeff. I want to calling from SC Kuparu.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable God, you thank you so much, my brother, for the country. No, we didn't die, we are resolved already. We are resolved. No, you need to campaign before. You need to campaign. You need to carry in Ganta when you talk, you don't all approve of me. Then we'll finish with it. When you go campaign, you talk, we'll finish with it. But at this time,
for you to come and say, yes, it is our son, your vote for the name. And we all agree. Now we know what next in Makande for you to come back again and say, oh, the man, yes, you are voting, you're 10%, my brother. No, we didn't have result already. So that's true. The reality is the next time you people there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where you come from?
My name is Rufus S.C. calling from Pinto.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. This is my first time calling all the conversation. I'm a regular listener. I want to say that to your guest, Mr. Garrison, or Fast. And because of what the brother explained, all we're saying is that the last time I was on the show, when he talked about Senator Johnson, his interest, seriously, not sincere for his own greed, he got angry and said that is lying. And yet he can't it. Now we notice that he's not sincere. So you're not sincere, you can't be. You cannot succeed in life. So God loves sincere people. And they are pastors, they need to be sincere. Never be he was a pastor. And when we look at Senator Cohen, he's also not trusted. So, I mean, James didn't mean that of trust Senator Cohen. So it tells you that you need a time.
Unfortunately, we lost you. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
We're fine, sir. Go ahead. What's your name and where you come from?
My name is Momo calling from Fana, the Jawiye.
Go ahead, sir. Sir, go ahead.
Thank you for the program. We have that law because we can have that kind of law because all over the 16 countries, they want to do double. So thank you very much. We appreciate you. We are listening and we are standing back and vote for the one word. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Seems not to be ready. Good evening. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Mrs. Tivo, and good evening to your co-host.
Go ahead, sir. What's your name and where you come from?
Thank you very much. I think you will give me the opportunity to let me speak because I'm the only representative from the southeast of the Republic of Liberia.
What do you
What
mean?
is your name and where are you joining us from?
My name is Vani Kolafale. I do join you from the main campus of the William P. Stockman University to learn Harvard history, Liberia County.
So you have an opportunity to say what you have to say.
Yeah, thank you, Safe City. I know you very well from the...
It's not important. It's important. So we don't have all the time.
Yes, I have an issue with Safe City. I believe that you protect me tonight.
Issue with who? Go to the point. What we're discussing here is what we want you to talk about.
Yeah, we are somehow concerned as a student of the university. At the William P. Stockman University.
Are discussing politics here.
I will appreciate your studio guests, but I don't want to give information to you tonight.
You know what? Any information you're giving me, I don't have a way of verifying that because I'm discussing another thing. If you have any issue, talk to our correspondent in the county and he will do all the different, go check this, that, and then he reports it. That's all I can do for you. I don't have a way.
Let me appreciate the studio guests in studio tonight. Hello?
You are live, sir.
Yes, he has spoken well. I appreciate Mr. Gonga from Nimba County with the studio guest. He's still the former representative. We are in victory for him that he has spoke well for the re-election of President Weah. So but we don't have nothing much to say, but we encourage him to carry a campaign more in Nimba County so that the president will wait.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Hello.
Hello, you are live.
I'm speaking from
Go ahead, sir.
I want to provide some information related to the beliefs that we are getting there. He can you sit lying studio and say that you get who on the Nima candidates, you tell him to lie, you give us some money. So you gotta be very careful with him. There is no way he can for a mother that he is going to be bringing down in Nima County. Because we as Liberians, we ourselves know the life we are living. We have our own feeling of us. So depending on him to refuse money to him, thinking that he will be able to make us his material, is a fallacy.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You understand? It's a fallacy.
Thank you. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello, Titi.
Go ahead, ma'am.
How you doing?
Yes. Titi, the man, we talk to the president of Titi Bache.
I know Mao Riora.
Yes. Titi, because of all, I want to tell you that thank you. You see, Titi, when it comes to Nima County politics, I want to tell everybody, they got many children. They might not use one child to control the house of remote. They get P. Johnson every year. One P. Johnson is responsible for 27 years. He is the only person that not voting Nima County, or he is the only person that fought war in a Nima County. All I hear is child. What is that again? What is that? Then you want to be bigger. You want power. That is so what you do. That is so funny. People.
Let me ask you one question here. Hello.
Marita. Yeah, telling you.
Oma,
Hey, Marita.
what thing can make you host every day? What thing can make you host every day? The things are asking you to getting host. Oh, the campaign. Thank you. I see what. Because they get.
Hey, Marita.
Thank you, Mama. Okay, Mama.
Okay,
Thank
Mama.
you. Thank you. I see what.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where you call from?
I'm Thomas Johnson. I'm calling from Adele.
Abel, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'd like to thank Mr. Yelu. I think he's doing a very great job. One thing I wanted to say to you is about the incident that took place in his school. I like to tell the people who say they are rescue people that that's not the way to rescue people. You can't have people killed in the name of wanting to win an election. The other day was somebody's ear that was cut. This is bad. This is wicked. This is not the action of people who rescue people. I think we need to stop that and let them pay attention to the real issues instead of going to destroy the lives of people. Thank you kindly.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, good evening to your co-host and good evening to Honorable Garrison Yelu. I'd like to appreciate him for the presentation. My name is Opie Oni Johnson, and I joined the conversation on the headquarters of the Veterans Bureau in Boko this hearing. Let me appreciate him for his very presentation in regards to key governance issues in our country. It's important that we must be able to first condemn any act of violence. And I hope that the Liberian National Police will be very magnanimous to ensure that all those perpetrators that is leading to the death of somebody who has dedicated himself to Nima County, somebody who has contributed towards the development of Nima County, somebody who has been in the vanguard to supporting every election of this president. That the police will ensure that this president are invested and place the hand back. So I'd like to appreciate Honorable Yeo for his good work. We look forward as we get towards the election, and we believe, we anticipate that the people of Nima County are resolved to giving this president Dr. George Mane, we are a resounding victory from the law of breath he has done in the country thus far. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Sir, and good evening to your co-host.
Good evening. What's your name and question?
My name is Alvin Ch. I'm calling from Freedom Democracy. Due to start the issue. You see, the elections are on the wall. There are being people who have already seen it. The elections are on the wall. Capitalism will not relent. We are going to re-elect our president, excellence, Dr. George Gonzalez Ziguzie, Dr. Manawiya, and then there are people, they are very developmental oriented. All our case and all cases in to do so, people are saying the truth leader and the truth leader is the assassinated president. We are so capitalism will not relent. Our president is developmental.
Good afternoon, ELBC.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm Sengin Ramanyangri calling from CarPlay.
Whoa, Campley. It's good to hear somebody from there. Let's hear
Thank you. I want to appreciate the studio guest today in person on Organizing the Resolute.
Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I want to extend my deepest condolence to the family of Abacha Bar to Hungary upon the issue that took place recently. And I want to also make a statement concerning we that in Nima supporting CEC. We remain resolute. We support on our guiding the WE movement. We remain bound and we are unwavering because we ensure that president re-election is our primary concern. So we support the president re-election.
You're not afraid of Senator Johnson here?
And we are not afraid of Senator Johnson. We are giving 18 years. What was there in his messages? It's not a hate message because he has not put no tangible force. So we that in Nima country, we are not afraid of Senator Johnson. We support the president re-election.
Why do you support the president re-election?
Because Nima country can show tangibles. We see roads, we see hospital, we see markets, we see purposes. Our parents, our sisters, our relatives, our zoos, our elders, they love from the town horses to what a purple horses. This we can both of things. For example, the roads and leads from Ganta to what Sanekuri to what the roads and leads from what from the second part to what car plate that release to what road to.
The people put it there.
That they put it there. Government is continuity. The president never lost the Nima country. He was a veteran to service. But because you know Nima people believing tax a day, when he continued to Google. So therefore, in Nima, as I speak in on speaking English, I work with Nima in the water procurement area. I promise you, the president will win Nima country cover automatically.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And also, I want to acknowledge the studio guest in studio. Thank you so much for giving me time.
Thank you very much for having the time here as well. Good evening. 7 hours.
You coming from the university there for
You see, working at the university anyway. Good evening.
Amen.
Yes, sir. What's your name and where you come from?
I'm Emmanuel Bertie, calling from Grandia County.
Grandia, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I want to say hi to the guests and the people of Nigeria. I believe that the people of Nigeria, they are not people. The people of Nigeria, they are not foolish people. We are tired of violence. I want to ask all of the Nigerians to vote all of the people that are want to bring violence into Liberia because of the power of the we want to learn and we want to be educated we want to see our country going forward as country in Africa.
Okay.
We don't want to be that anymore. So I'm asking the Nigerian people to vote up, to bring violence into our country.
You're the vote for all the people that won't bring
vote them out. He wants them to vote them out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he says they should vote them out. Hello? Hello? Hello, we take this, maybe our last call.
No, we'll take two more.
Two more calls, okay. Good
3
evening.
minutes, so we'll take two more. Then we'll come back to you.
Carrie, see you don't have many
Hello?
questions. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Justin Gita. I'm coming from Ganta in my country.
Let's hear you from Ganta.
Well, Ganta is okay. I just want to appreciate the studio guests and everyone to Garrison, Brother Yelu Jr. I want to also inform the station that we, the Nimbayan, we are part of it. So we always train to have more than one Garrison Yelu in Nimba here. But we are 100% part of it, and we are willing to talk with all the best Nimba. Thank you.
Thank you also for being part of the program.
Good evening. Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Yes, sir. What's your name and where you call from?
I'm Reverend Tia speaking from Ghana.
Go ahead, Reverend.
I want to be very grateful tonight I want to be very grateful tonight for the kind of words we are hearing from our brothers from Nima County. And I pray that
Reverend, can you please lower the volume of the radio behind you?
Yeah, it's disturbing,
Am I
Reverend.
clear now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It is our prayer for we, the religious people, that God, being God over Liberia, no matter, no penetration, no secret meeting will interrupt this kind of election will come to heart. Whoever that will make an attempt, God first, that person will see the wrath of God.
Amen.
This president, God has sent to Liberia. If no one ever knew and ever recognized that it's the approval of God, we are praying 24/7. We do not want war. Whoever that dreams about war, it will start from that person's very home.
Okay, Reverend.
That
Thank
very
you.
person's
Okay, Reverend. Thank
so,
you.
President Liberia is a God-given child to Liberia. We must know that it is by the power of God he is in power today.
Thank you, Reverend.
In winning this election, no if and about it. We are praying 24 hours.
Okay,
May
Reverend.
God
Thank you.
bless Liberia and save our people.
Thank you, Reverend. Let's come back to you. When I heard the caller before the Reverend who called from Nimba and saying that Garrison Yelu, we're with you. I want you, you would respond to all of those concerns if there are concerns, because 90% of the callers were in tune with you. Okay, so
Yeah, didn't ask
if
you
you
any
have
questions.
anything to respond to, that's fine. But I want to know what the Liberian people can expect if President goes to Nimba today to campaign. I want to know about what
Did you?
to expect. Yeah.
I'm sure you will be in Nimba, and the president will be going campaign. You'll be going ban. You'll be going all across Nimba. Come and see for yourself. Let me tell you, Titi.
Senator Johnson said you people would take everybody from Montserrat.
Nobody going to leave from Monserrado. Let me tell you, nobody. The president there, he alone, yet because of his own national security, because he's the president of the republic. Him now going to tell you the president alone should come. Titi, I alone, when I go Nima, the car I can pull. I'm giving the poor money. I will tell you, in 2020, when I left for with 5,000 to go campaign, he came to the Nima to be senator. And every time I go, I get the put 10,000, say no, they get ready. They add 20,000 to it, give it back to me, say buy gas and go to the next town. It was unprecedented. They never did it for Senator Johnson before. They never. Let me tell you, you know what? Senator Johnson should be very clear to the Liberian point and tell them, say, look, we beg this guy, say we don't want you to be in another town. The Garrison, you can give your heart on. It's not secret. But no. You know how many times we have the meeting at Boulevard Palace? It was no secret. He said, my man, we don't want you to give your
Because the
heart on.
people love you now, and you're taking over from the man. So you
No, I'm not taking. I told you that thing you call taking over. I believe in that. What I believe in, every member citizen should get their fair share of everything that should benefit the country. It's not about me.
Okay.
That's my belief. all I want, the president is a very good person. In my life, Titi, I was not thinking that we will have a 4-lane road coming from ELBC Junction to the airport. We saw it in Ghana and Africa. And I'm lately seeing a 4-lane road going to the airport. In the midst of challenges, with very little international support coming. Just subtract 2 years of COVID from this president, 6 years. Then you know that his active years actually 4 years. And see what he achieved. Imagine if you gave him 12 years. You know what you're talking about? You know what you're talking about? Today, the guy can say, the president is building hospital. I said, look, when Jerry Roller was building the dam today, the Akusumo dam that everybody talking about in Accra, but so what are you building the dam for? You see today, Ghana is making money from it. That president, we are building hospitals. Then you say no drugs. And I was telling them today, I said, look, you think in America, when people go to the hospital, free drugs they can get? The thing that happening there, you don't understand, is that they got insurance coverage for the people. In Liberia, we don't want to be insured. So obviously you go to the hospital, you gotta pay. When you pay, it's that problem. Look, let me tell you, Titi, look in West Africa. Compare the price of rice in Liberia, Africa, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Ghana, all around here. Compare it and know who got the best. Then you will appreciate why we have the president that God sent to us. A president who feels for his people. Look, this guy, humility, is somebody who thinks that for other people. It's not a president that say, oh, our president are up there and care about other people. No. So when we have this kind of opportunity, we should not abuse it. We shouldn't abuse it. My brother, to find good person is hard. Let me tell you one thing today. 1996. The only sense of joy we have, they have been fighting war from 1990 all the way to.
So let me hold you there and take this call. Hello. Hello. Good evening. Tell us your name.
My name is Joseph Williams. I'm the Executive Director for the Rural and Renewable Energy Agency.
Okay.
Good evening, Harrison.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Yes. I just wanted to make a pronouncement tonight that 2 years ago we did sign a contract with the African Development Bank to develop the second biggest hydro in Liberia, and that will be on the Kaiha. That will be on the Baby Falls in Nima, between around Saniquity. It's about 9.5 megawatt power generation. And this project should be signed within the next month. It's about $28 million project. And also a second component of this project would be us doing an expansion with the existing lines in Nimba. We will be expanding the the electricity in Nimba by 4,000 households. And that project has already started. We have energized a few towns already. So we are only waiting for the president to go to Nimba to dedicate that project. So I just wanted to bring that to the attention of the public, that through the instrumentalities of the president, we were able to secure funding to build the second biggest hydro within the Republic of Liberia.
In Nimba County.
In Nimba County.
Okay, sir.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Good
Thank
news
you.
for us
Thank
in
you.
Nimba again. And what the city president is doing for us in Nimba, that become a man you say we should leave. So I need to tell you, Ganta. You know how many years Ganta have been out of City Hall? Who is building City Hall in Ganta? This president. Baha. It was completely destroyed. You go and see the classroom the children were in. Government been there, nobody cares about them. This president, when they say to me, my brothers and sisters in Nima are learning under the common condition, I will build it.
The Nimba people have a lot to be thankful for.
Bosses, we carry bosses there. So no, jumping to that
It
party.
doesn't say the people don't want bosses.
But they gave you 1,500 computer. You went back to the president and said, give me 1,500 computer. Me carry for the schools in Nima. He put it to a private university. Then he talking about library. At least if you are going, taking that 1,500 computer and divide all across the county. Then we'll say, yeah, this senator is thinking about his people. You know, when we went camping with the other boss, the chairman said since 1952, that the first time a president is even thinking about us to give up bus. This time we're going for our football game, we don't need to rent car. That party. Because you know what? They didn't give the money to Senator Johnson to put in his pocket.
So it means the senator is out of touch. He doesn't really know what the people need.
Nothing.
And it's about him.
You saw the children in the rain. I left for that money when we were carrying the vehicles, the 4 buses. The children were in the rain waiting for us. For in the morning we got in Complex 6. They were there waiting. So how excited when we got in Zorgo with Titi. The children filled the bus. The students, you see, they don't want it. They don't want it, but they go for the bus. They're happy, they're singing, they're celebrating. They to the extent the people were throwing in their hand.
We're out of time.
Totally out of time. Will you just give a pattern comment? I know you still got a lot more to tell.
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you this. And before I get my pattern comment, let me tell you today. Maybe he does not know me.
Who?
This guy will say we're looking for money. He doesn't know me. If I was looking for money, I will not be advocating for harmonies to go Nima. I will not be advocating for buses to go. I will be talking about things that will benefit me directly. You get what I'm saying? It's not about me. It is about the people. And you know one thing? The last time that a fellow on radio Nima say the difference between Garrison and Senator Johnson is that when Garrison gets farther, it's for the people. And he himself told me before, he said, you utter stupid. You get your money, you go carry to the people there. I said, Senator, it's not stupidness. So.
Oh, Senator Johnson told you that?
Yes.
Stupid.
He said, why now you're going to quote from quote. I just said, you know what? Because I'm serving the people. I got no regret. The 30 project I did in district number 4, no regret for it. And let me make this clear today. We will not be afraid. We will not be intimidated by anyone. NEMA is for every one of us. We will be peaceful, and we are informing the international community to play a key role on NEMA. For this gentleman who have said that he will set people out to kill our representative of district number 4. Honorable Kagon is my representative. So any attack on Honorable Kagon is attack on the people of district number 4. We're not going to take it lightly. And we are calling upon the international community to take this statement very serious. There is no justification for violence.
Statement from who?
From Senator Johnson. You can't intimidate, you can't harass anyone. What are those days that people will be afraid because you feel that you already in 2020 to campaign against me? I will not afraid. That today I will be afraid, I will not be afraid. But we will be peaceful and we can assure the president. I don't have somebody check the 2020. I will don't check the 2017. When I promised I said I was going to do this in District 4, I did it. And now I'm on
your word, right?
Yes, I'm on the national scene. I got oversight in Lima. I'm the deputy with oversight in Lima. So my emphasis is Lima. So it's a burden on me to deliver. And I want to deliver. And I will deliver by the grace of God.
Seems like you're looking farther in having a greater seat in Lima County in days to come.
Oh man.
Thank you.
There's nothing. Let the president win the election. Why are you talking to me?
In the future, that's the
Thank you so much for taking up your time to sit with us this evening on a open conversation, the Friday edition. I think you've left a lot of things for people to go through the weekend. Hopefully next week we will have Representative Kagon sit with us and let's hear his story, as it relates to the conversation with Senator Johnson. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was good, and hopefully next week we're also looking forward to have the presidential candidate of the Democratic National Alliance or Alliance or whatever. I'm not too cool with that, but all frontier efforts have been made to have him on the show tomorrow. But it was a good one. We want to say thank you for making our Friday, very energetic.
From the east to the west, north to the south, let's come together. I go. They say you're not there, we stand, divided we fight. If we not celebrate, we do it for you. Walla, you from Kentila, you from Lower Country, you from Maryland, Walla, you from Rewa Sessi. I'm a bastard, we own your people, I walk on the fine way. Nabila, Kriwako, I love Liberia.